Hello guys, welcome to Snap TV. This is part 3 of my videos in Ukraine, and now that our mission is currently going on in Ukraine, we are talking on how you can survive in Ukraine and other things concerning Ukraine relating to both students and visitors to Ukraine. So today's topic will be discussing on how you can have a Ukraine permanent resident or passport. Before we take you to, please stay tuned while we show you how Ukraine looks like. Okay, welcome once more again guys. Yes, today we are talking about how you can have your permanent resident or passport in Ukraine. Yes, as for foreign students, if you are traveling to Ukraine as a foreign student, one thing you have to put in mind first is you cannot just finish your studies and directly you apply for permanent resident. There are some certain things that you must get involved to change your status from student or a student who is rounding up to have your permanent resident, and from there to your passport. So this is what you have to put in your mind. Like if you are coming to Ukraine as an undergraduate student who is taking bachelor's degree, be it in computer, business school or whatsoever, you know that after your studies, after you complete your 4 years, it is either you further your studies or you go back to your country or you change your status. Yeah. For those who are coming here like students, this is what you have to put in mind. When you study, after your study process, maybe you are in your 3rd year, in your 4th year, you have to look for a job. You have to look for a job with a company, and from that company, the company can employ you and change your status, or they give you a job immediately after your graduation and change your status before your documents have to expire. You have to change your status and apply a new visa, like change your status, your visa status from student to an employment visa, so that from there they can change your status to give you permanent resident after a duration of about 2 years. Yes. So that is how you can use to have a Ukrainian permanent resident. The moment you have the permanent resident, to also lead you to having their passport if you don't have criminal records. And then another way again is if you are a master student or even an undergraduate whatsoever, but you are a student, you can still change your document in this way. You came here in the process of studying, you get married, you get somebody, you get married, and that is how after your studies they will change your status for you, and you'll be able to have your permanent resident, and through it will lead you to passport within the duration of 2 years also. Another option is also that apart from these two things, getting a job and getting married, there are also different styles that you can do, but you have to put in mind, I've already mentioned the two main ones. Unless you want to go back to your country, these are the two main things that you can really get involved to change your status as quick as you can, or you can apply for asylum. After you are finished, you can apply for asylum based on the situation of your country and the situation that you use to leave your country. It depends on how you back your report up with, be it a lawyer or you are trying it as an individual. That's how you can change your status from this to from student to having Ukrainian resident. And with all these challenges, you have to prepare well before coming. So if you think that there's also an option for finishing your studies, like in some countries like Canada, where you can finish after your 2 years or 4 years of studies, you can just apply for permanent resident. No. That option is not in Ukraine, please. Put in your mind like that, it's not in Ukraine. Maybe it's in other countries like the one I just mentioned, but sorry, it's not in Ukraine. But before I move further, there are also many ways that you can use to survive in Ukraine during this period of going this back. You have to put in mind that if you think that, I know when I talk about marriage, some of you will think that no, if I don't fall in love, maybe I can do business, just play some games with some tests. No. Ukraine, they are kind of like, you know, they have their strategies, they have the way they do their things. And if you know that you want to do business with marriage, please. You know, this is something that is illegal, and you have to be prepared for the consequences, and should in case the consequences come along, the government come for you. If you try to play games, be ready for the consequences. If you are not ready, you just have to look for a job or do what is right, or like do what is right by looking for somebody to get married, or going back to your country, or traveling to another country. Yeah, so that is what I can say. Okay guys, Stay tuned and stay blessed. I will be keeping you updated with how you can do about surviving in Ukraine and changing your city to becoming somebody better in Ukraine. Thank you very much. Stay blessed and stay happy. Bye for today.